One of the country's greatest games and rivalries will kick off Saturday for its 126th chapter. Two teams digging through the trenches and throwing deep bombs left and right. We will be discussing the historical significance all the way down to the uniforms. This is America's game. Army versus Navy up next. Like Coach Munkin said, there truly is no game like this one. Now, the Navy midshipmen are coming to this matchup with a dominant season under their belts, starting off the year with 7 straight wins, enough to get them a bowl game against the Cincinnati Bearcats in the AutoZone Liberty Bowl. Now, this team is currently ranked 22nd in the AP poll with a 9-2 record. Their only 2 losses come against North Texas and, at the time, number 10 ranked Notre Dame.
2 quarterbacks set to be under center on Saturday.
Yeah, and we're joined by CNS's Ryan Martin, now joins us at the desk to preview the QB matchup just over 24 hours away. Ryan, about once Heisman hopeful, who will lead Navy tomorrow?
Yeah,
I mean, when you have a quarterback like him that can do it both on the passing game and the ground game, that just opens up so much versatility for this team and really just gives them a little bit of an edge potentially for this one.
Yeah, the Naval Academy.
Now we're joined by the 4th member of our crew, Ben Volker.
Ben, thanks so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. I'm happy to be here.
And Ben, we've been throwing around this word historic all show, but how far back does this rivalry actually go?
Yeah, thanks so much, Ben. And John, 1890, that was the first game. I mean, that's just incredible they've been playing for that long.
I mean, to go back that far, it just really puts it into perspective how much depth this rivalry truly has. I mean, Titanic sinking didn't even happen at that time yet, and they were playing football before that. Talking about how this rivalry is so old, Tim mentioned this could be their first time in program history where they could go back-to-back 10-win seasons. Yeah. I find that very hard to believe. That's something I learned just now. I mean, that just shows how much of an important game this is going to be, and I think Tim and you just did a great job going through it.
How about a team who has got to?
So, I mean, you brought up great points. I mean, you can't steal a freaking mule. I mean, how's that going to happen? But I'm going to go with GOAT. So I'm going to throw a little bit of a curveball. I think that's a great question, Ben. So, okay, Yankee Stadium, there have been plenty of football games there, so I'm actually going to rule that one out of the equation. I think they have. Soldier Field, I mean, they had to. I mean, come on now. Yeah. Soldiers in the name. Yeah. The Rose Bowl, the most probably iconic football stadium in the country or ever. It's a toss-up between the Rose Bowl and Lambeau. I think okay. So you said what?
I said the Rose Bowl. I don't think they've got
Okay, I'm not going to copy you. I'm going to go Lambeau for my answer. Well, Ben, great questions and information. I've really put this rivalry into great historical context and just says how truly far this goes.
Now stay with us because when we return, we'll take a look at the sick uniforms Army and Navy will be rocking on Saturday.
And we'll drop our predictions for the game. You won't want to miss it. Welcome back to CNS TV. John McConnell alongside Daniel Stein, Ryan Martin, and Ben Volker to kick off the 27-10 Navy takes the W. We wanted to thank you all for tuning into today's CNS edition for the Army-Navy game and what should be another great game. For the last time, I'm John McConnell alongside Daniel Stein, Ryan Martin, and Ben Volker saying so long from Capitol News Service. Enjoy America's game tomorrow.
Yeah, they sure were. And that's where we find John McConnell. He's live at Ludwig Field tonight.
John, a heartbreaker for Sasha Swarovski and the Terps.
Yeah, guys, Maryland's men's soccer dream season unfortunately came to a halt on Saturday as they fell 3-1 to the Washington Huskies in the Elite Eight, their first one in 7 years, by the way. This game started off good with Henry Barnstein scoring the first goal of the game to make this their one and only lead at 1-0. Eventually, things started to crumble from the Maryland Terrapins men's soccer team as they let up 1 goal going to the end of the first half and then 2 right after the second half just to crush their hopes and chance for a national title. Now, men's head coach Sasha Swarovski wasn't pleased with their second half efforts as he was talking about how they needed to fix it. Here's what he had to say post-game. Yeah, so hopefully after the season that they had last year, making the big splash here at Ludwig Field, over 4,000 fans were jumping with excitement with their chances to win on Saturday. However, they have the chance to do that next year, hoping to mirror their season, maybe go to another Elite Eight, maybe go beyond past that. We'll have to figure out next year, guys.
And I mean, that's going to kind of go in the draft. If they can't reach that money, they're not terribly against the cap market. We don't know what the projected salary cap is going to be for 2026 yet. I'm projecting $275 million. Not completely sure yet. But, Daniel, they can kind of invest that into the draft if they'd like to. The Washington Wizards held open practice here at Dunbar High School. It's a little quiet here right now. However, earlier, the energy was off the charts. For the first time in program history, both schools have made it to the Sweet 16, being one of the only programs in the country to make it this far up to this point. While Jackson's parents are on the sideline with him right now, that's not always going to be the case, as one day he's going to have to go cross-court into a lawyer for his profession. Can you take me, if you remember, take me in your mind, were there any pregame jitters, any stress, or were you just like bringing the juice, confident, ready to go?
You blowing me away with this interview. I love it right now. You take me down memory lane. My first game against
It was an upset in Washington, D.C. tonight as the Washington Wizards took down the Milwaukee Bucks in a fourth quarter thriller tonight. Defensive tenacity was the story of the game, with Alex Sarr being out. Head coach Brian Keefe was looking for that defensive performance and energy for tonight's game.
You have to get stops, you have to turn people over, you got to get rebounds, and that triggers your break. So the defense is always first.
Young Wizard star Bilal Coulibaly had an emphasis on physical play guarding Giannis Antetokounmpo all night.
Yeah, it was just the feel for the game. When the screens were high, I was trying to go in there. Sometimes I was acting like I was about to go in there, but I was pressing him and was able to get some steals. So, yeah, and I had to be really physical because he was.
Now, this wasn't a one-man band tonight, as Marvin Bagley III shined on both ends of the floor to help pull some weight from Sarr's absence.
All the time, when we do what we know what we're capable of doing, especially on the defensive end, a lot of things open up for us. And, I feel like doing that more consistently and game in, game out, doing what we do and sticking to that. I think the last few games have been a lot of progress in that area. And, if we focus on those things, it'll put us in position to win these games.
Although this win felt nice tonight for the Wizards, they can't celebrate too long as they have a game tomorrow night against the Philadelphia 76ers in a quick turnaround. The Wizards will be looking to get their first back-to-back win of the season, hoping to get their fourth of the season. In Washington, D.C. in Capital One Arena, I'm John McConnell for CNS. The Washington Commanders head to Atlanta this Sunday to face the Falcons. However, bad news for Commanders fans. Quarterback Jaden Daniels and wide receiver Terry McLaurin are ruled out this Sunday.
And I know you want to discuss with Jaden. He's working incredibly hard around the clock to get back. Ultimately, doctors haven't cleared him just yet.
McLaurin was not at practice again today as he continues his rehab process.
He has a quad injury, just again working as hard as he can to come back from it, and he's putting all the work in. So I would say he's week to week as we're hitting it and see what next week brings and where he's at.
While Daniels misses his second straight game with his knee injury, backup quarterback Marcus Mariota will be starting yet again, coming off an impressive Week 3 win against the Raiders. Washington still has full faith in Mariota to continue his play.
It changes anything. We all trust in Marcus and know his abilities as a quarterback, so we're just going to go out there and with the same game plan.
With these injuries, there will be opportunities for the backup and bench players to be the next man up.
When you play, if you're in the game, you're the starter at the moment. And so that's just how we play. It doesn't mean we're going to be, playing exactly the same way, but these are the things we're counting on you to do. And so it is part of, our game that when the adversity comes, I think we're equipped for that.
The Commanders look to improve to 3-1 on the season, looking to the bench this time to help them out. In Ashburn, Virginia, I'm John McConnell reporting with CNS. You've heard of the basketball families, the Currys, the Hardaways, now even the Jameses. Here in Bishop O'Connell, the Wootens have had a prominent name in basketball history for a while. Jackson Wooten, the junior shooting guard from Bishop O'Connell, has got both of his biggest supporters on the sidelines with him, his mom and dad.
Just like the great basketball minds that are behind me and like my entire life, like both my parents, just like all the people I meet, like through the McDonald's game or just like through connections through my family. It's just that great basketball mind really helps me improve like my IQ and just things throughout the game. Like I get to hear a lot of things that just help me with life and basketball in general.
Jackson's father and head coach of Bishop O'Connell, Joe Wooten, has quite the resume on his hands, including 5 Virginia State Independent titles and 3 WCAC regular season titles. That's quite the mentor that Jackson wants to have both as his father and as coach on the sideline.
You get to share a passion that we all have for the sport of basketball, and that's special. There's many married couples that say, we work together with McDonald's, work together with our camps in the summer, and now at O'Connell, and people say, how do they work together? you know, I could never, they could never work with their wife. And I say this, like, you know, we both respect what the other one brings to the table. We challenge each other, we support each other, and we're on the same team. So it's actually relatively easy.
While Jackson's parents are on the sideline with him right now, that's not always going to be the case, as one day he's going to have to go cross-court into a lawyer for his profession.
Like ever since like I've been like a little kid, I've always wanted to be a lawyer, and I think it's just, I really like arguing with people.
One of Jackson's biggest supporters, his mom, Terry Lynn, is also on the bench with him. While she's been on the sidelines, she's seen him grow as a person and a player in his short stint at Bishop O'Connell.
Both in basketball and in life. I mean, we've seen so much growth from having to wake him up, make sure he's on time, to making sure his sister didn't kill him because he took forever to get down the steps and get in the car last year to drive to school, to his interactions with people. He's just grown. I mean, he's really starting to come from a little boy to a young man.
With the season just around the corner, these three will have the opportunity to all be together for a full season. I'm John McConnell, reporting for JOR 368A. A Sunday series win for Maryland softball after a rainy start to the day. The Bats brought out some sunlight for a senior day win against the Fighting Illini, 8-1. To a tarp covering the infield to start the day, this didn't stop Maryland as they jumped ahead in the first inning with 3 runs off of an RBI double from Maddie Benson and an RBI single from Caroline Fox to have a 3-0 lead. The Illini would eventually tack their one and only run in the second inning from Skylar Brennan, advancing Brooke Stang to score and Ava Moore into scoring position at second, until Lauren Kay ended it all and got under a deep shot to end the inning. Head coach Lauren Karn highlighted how the Terps' pitching helped keep the Illini scoring stagnant for the remainder of the game.
We gave them our best game. We pitched really well. We got out of jams. We played really good defense, and then we were able to string a lot of hits together and put pressure on their defense, which is what we've been talking about.
The senior Sammy Woods helped the Terps by going 2 for 4 and scoring a run, which helped them expand their lead.
It felt really great. I was seeing the ball really well. Just having the support of my friends and family behind me, I think honestly just gave me that last push of confidence to get the ball to see some ground too. I feel like I've been seeing it well, hitting good, but just needed the softball gods on my side today, and that helped out.
The 5 runs in the 6th showed Coach Karn that this team is playing their best ball right now.
Like, you want to be playing your best ball at the end of the season, and I do feel like we're doing that, and our pitchers are pitching with a lot more confidence right now compared to maybe the start of Big Ten.
This 8-1 win marked the seniors' last home game in a great fashion. With this being Maryland's 3rd win in their last 5 games, they're going to have some momentum going into the remainder of the season as they play Delaware and a Michigan State series to close out the year. For TSC, I'm John McConnell, reporting from College Park.